We have a very long flight from Zurich to Vienna to Rome to Addis Abeba, and I like it very much to be here. It's a very interesting country and very friendly people.
Well, my favorite thing is how the whole city seems to be celebrating all at once. It's a very festive atmosphere, and my favorite actually are all the women in their dresses and the cool hair, and it's very exotic for me, very exciting.
We saw the Timcat Festival on television at home, and we decided we would like to come and see it in live and be here, and it hasn't disappointed.
This is my third trip to Africa, my first trip to Ethiopia. I've only been here one day. I deliberately chose this trip because it coincided with the Timcat Festival. I'm enjoying the day very much. I thought it was extraordinary, the different groups that were coming through, the singing, the friendliness of the people, quite remarkable. Certainly exceeded my expectations. We're coming again tomorrow. Ethiopia at the moment is an undiscovered gem as far as big tourism goes from the United Kingdom, and if people like myself have more days like this, so we're going to go home and tell other people what a great place it is. After today, and after tomorrow, we're doing the historic route, so I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more of the country. But so far, today's been very good.
It's a good idea, I think, for UNESCO to make this. But I hope that not too many tourists are coming, because when there's too many tourists, it's not more nice. Because it's for you, all these festivities. And when there are too many tourists, there's no more any space for you.
I've been to Ethiopia a few times. This is my second time I've been to Timcat. The first time was in Lalibela, and of course that's very special because Lalibela is special, but this is much bigger, much bigger. There's so many people and so many groups, and the atmosphere is so friendly, and everybody's enjoying themselves. It's a real experience. So it's not a surprise at all that you've got UNESCO recognition. I think last year you got it, so that was really nice, I think, and it is very special, and yeah, and it's the fact that it's so friendly and that there's so many people. It's a marvelous experience.
So in Lalibela, I saw some of that when they were all in the robes and gold and the umbrellas, and I hope to see more of that here.
I think it's nice that the culture's being preserved and that it's something that everybody goes to, and it's not been taken over by a lot of tourists yet. I think if you get too many tourists, you will lose something, but it's nice to just feel part of something that's local and not something that's been put on for the tourists.
Addis has changed so much. I first came here about 10 years ago, and I don't recognise it anymore. So many new buildings, but also, yeah, the facilities are much better. But you've still got the traditional sort of coffee shops, but you've got the sort of like more urban stuff now as well. So it's still a nice mixture. So people are always very friendly, and I like the food. I have to admit, I can't teach injera 4 times a day, but 1 time a day is fine.
It's a fantastic celebration and I didn't want to miss that at all. So actually I came earlier on my trip to see this, and I think as tourists we're privileged to get these cards and to be inside and to really soak with the atmosphere. This is very unique and I'm very humbled to be here, and I think Ethiopia should promote this because it's religion, and it's very good to see how people has a lot of faith, and it's very good. Well done.
UNESCO now is seen this as a World Heritage event. And I think that's important to pass it on to next generations and to improve the importance of these kind of gatherings. And I think it will bring great future to the country as well. And I hope that people from all around the world will come annually here to celebrate together and see the whole world as one people.
Just the people are so friendly, and I learned how to say "Amase ganalo." Thank you. Yes.
I'm interested in it to see this from start to finish. I love the music. I love the solemnity. I love the fact it's a UNESCO site. I'm just really looking forward to seeing it tomorrow and tonight.
This is the first time in Ethiopia and first day here, and so I never seen a big ceremony like this before. I'm surprised about people here respect in a Christian, very nice and big traditional.
You see the different groups with different music instruments and different clothing, but they're all mingled together. That's I think it's a good sign to the world.
I think watching the arcs come out of the churches and the processions and the music, which is very, very different, and the fact that it's all generations, that everybody takes part from the little ones to the older people.
Yeah, I noticed. I read it in the newspaper. I think it's very important to support these kind of rituals because we have to pass them on to the next generation.
This is my first time in Ethiopia. It's a wonderful so far. Very, very interesting country in many respects.
I love the culture, and it's very diverse traveling through the country, and I wasn't expecting that.
The hospitality of Ethiopian people is very warm and very kind, and we can see it in the ceremony of coffee or in the every feast. We are very welcomed.
The people in Ethiopia have been amazing. They've gone the extra mile, and of course they don't speak English, I don't speak Amharic, but it's amazing what you can do with gestures and smiles, and everyone has gone the extra mile to make sure our visit's wonderful.
Ethiopia is known for the coffee and its export. But I'm here and working with a very nice team of Ethiopians to not only export the coffee green, but to roast in country of origin, to have more value-added activities, so that we don't only have a spiritual prosperity, but also economic prosperity.
Boy, there's so many things. It has such a deep history with connections to so many different parts of the world, not just Africa, the Middle East, Southern Europe. I think you need to know something about Ethiopia to understand something about world history.
It's unique, so and we love that because it's what can I say? It's and the music, your instruments, they haven't seen that anywhere else in other region or even in Africa.
But I waited 10 years to come to Ethiopia, and I'm very happy it was during the celebrations because it gets everybody out and everyone's beautifully dressed, and it's just a whole different experience than probably seeing it any other time.
I would like to have such a dress. I like it very much, the dresses. And also, I think it's everything very important and friendly, quiet. I like it very much.
And I'm very excited to witness Timkat here in Addis Ababa.